Okay. Army's showing pretty bright today here. This is a really important week for us to come back from the game we had last week and play well and try to build on what we did, making progress in some areas. We have so many areas to continue to develop. Guys are working at their stuff, but then groups are working at their stuff, and this is just important. And we got a really good matchup going against the first place team, and they're good, and they're just coming off a big win. Also, all of that. So this is going to be a really challenging game for us. We have worked well, and we're working through guys coming back to us and staying healthy. And I don't have all the answers for you today. You can ask away, but I'll tell you what I can. But it feels like we're getting, we're holding it together right now, and a lot of teams are really hurting, and I'm hoping we can hang on to that. So go ahead. I know you got questions about guys.
You don't often put Tyler Lockett on the list. What's his chance of playing?
His chances are really good at playing. We put him on ice and to make sure that he can get stronger through these last 2 weeks. He was a little bit hampered last week, but he made it through, and so we're just trying to be careful with him. If there's anybody in the program that we can do this with, he can do it. So we'll see. I'm not going to know till game day.
How did LJ Collier make it through the week for you?
He did well. He did well. He was back to normal. He did a good job. So he's available to us if we can do that.
I know Bruce was chomping at the bit last week, but how much more prepared does he look this week?
Oh yeah, he's much farther along. It was way too much to ask of him last week. So this worked out fine, and so I would think we're thinking that he's ready to play, and we're not hesitant on that thought at all. We just got to see if we can work it all out.
Coach, you've been bullish on Geno for a while. You've always had a lot of confidence in him. Last season he did some good things, but this year he's playing at such a different level. Why did you always have the faith that he could play at that level?
Well, he did play at this level in his last game that he started, against Jacksonville. And remember, he started out, a bunch of balls in a row, 14 or 15 in a row to get the thing started. And he looked just like he looks now. And what I was hoping from that indication was that it took him a couple weeks, to get going, and he hadn't played in 4 years, so that's understandable. And maybe this is the guy that we got, and he's never shown us anything but that since he's taken over. So it's just he's proven it, and you just need to not put your head in the sand, and you really couldn't miss it. So I was trying to let you know that it looks pretty darn good, and we're excited about it. And if he plays really well, it won't really surprise us. But this league, this season is long, and it's challenging and rigorous and all of that, and we got to sustain. So that's what he's going to show us, if he can do that, and I don't see any reason why he can't. He's preparing beautifully. He's on a roll with it, the way his whole format of how he brings it to game week and brings it through the week. So we'll just try to keep rolling.
How improbable is it that 8 years between being a starting quarterback full time for him to, with that level of gap, that he's still able to play this way?
Yeah, there aren't a lot of guys that have done that, but there are guys that have. He's not the first guy to do that, and I've been kind of quick to note that there are some guys, and it may not be an 8-year span, but there's guys that have had to sit and wait, and when they came back out and finally got their chance again, they had grown into the mature, experienced, composed type of player that they were capable of being. You just couldn't see it earlier in their career, and so Geno's, he's kind of reuniting that hope that guys, if they can stay and hang in there and keep fighting and clawing and scratching and learning, that at the other end of their career they can be available to some great play, and it's a great story, and I'm glad we're part of it.
Defensively, coming off what you did last week, what do you need to see out of that group this week to know that they're on the
It's
right?
consistency, John. We need to see our guys come back out and continue to play well. We did great on third down, and fourth down was stupendous last week. So we got off the field a bunch. Red zone was great. Everything we did was like we want to see it, with the exception of the quarterback running all over the place, and so it's consistency in all areas. I just want to see the guys come on back and do what they're capable of doing. There wasn't like a heroic performance by anybody. Yeah, our guys played like they're capable. We spread the sacks around. It wasn't one guy that led the charge. Everybody did it, and the guys on the back end did a nice job keeping everything in front of us and challenging stuff. So we're just going to start building on it and see if we can, if it's obvious or not. We'll try to make that obvious.
How important will the running game, how important will running the ball be in this game and also help you in terms of third down efficiency?
Yeah, no, there's no doubt that we need to run the football. That's how we're built, and It's all part of the whole makeup of our club, and so that doesn't mean it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. We don't, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about effectively running the football so everything fits together, and so we do need to do that. Third downs. Yeah, we've had some really, really good third down conversions on running the football, and we want to continue to do that. We want to continue to be really good on short yardage. That's a big deal there. And so those things are necessary for us to play well, for sure.
Week 2 for Ken Walker. How's your team getting his?
Seems great. I've checked in with him like every day, to see how he's doing and how he's feeling and all that. And he didn't get banged up to speak of last week. He made it through it well, So he's excited. Because now he knows he can do it. And he's been out there, he's done it, and so he's looking for another chance. So we need him to really go.
With Tyler not practicing for you this week, was there more of an opportunity for D to jump up in the mix and get work with you guys?
Yeah, but he's having a baby today, so he missed today's practice. But yeah, he like I think I said the other day when you guys asked, he's really stepping up. It's changing. The game is looking different to him right now, and the way he's performing in practice and in the games, he's steadily moving upward. And he's got terrific talent. We just got to get him out there and make sure that we can keep him on the field and keep him where he can be a threat. And there's no reason to think other than the fact that he couldn't go today. But that was. It's more important to have a baby, so we could do with that. But anyway, he's doing well, so I'm counting on it.
How much does he transform your passing?
Oh, he's a really, really good player. I mean, go-to guys, guys that make quarterbacks good. Mike Williams is an extraordinary player as well. But those two guys, lots of times they're on the other side of the ball, and you get issues on different sides of the line of scrimmage because they're so talented. So Keenan's been doing it for a long time. He's a great catcher, great timing guy. Great come-through guy and conversion guy. So if he's playing, he helps him enormously.
What do you think of San Francisco's trade?
That's a big-time trade. Big time commitment to go after him. And he's a great player, so that makes him better.
Anything else?
It's easy.
Thank you.
Okay.